everybody, my name is Python and welcome back to the Let's Play. The 13th episode, a number which is considered unlucky by some, but hopefully that won't be the case in today's episode, because today I am going to go for SKELETRON, and I'm even going to try to do it on this upcoming night. Now, there's only a couple of things I really need to do. I've already got the buffs that I'd like to have in my arena on me here. The only other thing I want to do is grab myself out the Hellfire arrows, which I think I made previously. Yeah, look at that. 1,800 of them. My goodness me, my friends. That's a lot. That is a lot of arrows. And the other thing I need to do is to grab out some buff potions, maybe some major improvements to all stats as well. And then, yeah, we'll make our way over to the dungeon. Now, there are reasons why I'm going for SKELETRON over getting some more builds done. The biggest reason is because I'd very much like to grab myself the bewitching table and indeed the alchemy station. That way, when it comes to us actually taking on the project of the potion ingredients greenhouse, we'll be able to make ourselves a ton of potions straight off the rip, my friend. So yeah, that is the big reason why we're going for SKELETRON today. So, if you're excited for today's upcoming episode, then please do be sure, of course, to spend a second to drop a like. I'd very much appreciate it. And, of course, if you aren't subscribed already, why not do so? That way, you'll be the first to know when the future episodes roll out. So, I've even got myself a gnome for additional luck. Not that I'm entirely sure what that would even do for a SKELETRON boss battle, but anyways, it's all good. What have we got here? About a minute and a half. I think the only thing I might want to do is to, I don't know, have myself some more little platforms like this. The more amount of area I have to move around in, the better things are gonna be, right? So, yeah, even just doing this. I mean, I think that'd be enough, right? I seem to recall in a previous Legendary Mode playthrough, I managed to successfully take down SKELETRON in just the sort of entrance area. And back in the day, we didn't have these super huge, massive dungeon entrances, right? So, yeah, we might have ourselves some fun times to come. Wait, hang on a minute. I don't have a sentry. Oh, no! Okay. Quickly, Python. Quickly, get yourself a sentry out. I'm going to go for the ballista rod. Now, don't worry, my friends. Just because I'm going for another boss not too long after the Brain of Cthulhu and Eater of Worlds tier of bosses, it doesn't mean that I'm slowing down on the building side of things. Not at all, in fact. Me taking down SKELETRON today will grant us the ability to do more building stuffs and to sort of prepare our character for bigger and better things to come. But anyways, 7:30 p.m. That is in night time. Let's make sure we're buffing on up here. Let's have ourselves a ballista rod there and a ballista rod there. Make sure we've got ourselves a bunch of dudes. Make sure we've got this thing going for us. And then, yeah, ladies and gentlemen, it's SKELETRON time. And already having to use ourselves a potion. That's not that great if you ask me. But anyways, doing kind of okay. 14,960 health is what we need to take down. Ah, no. What? Why was I just slowed down there? I might have thought we'd have done just a teeny tiny bit better for our first attempt there. What the hell was that, man? Bloody hellfire. I can't even call that an even semi-decent attempt. And that was with us buffed to the freaking nines. Oh, bleeding heck, I forgot to put on the red potion again because it's not classed as a buff. Oh, for goodness sake, I could have had some additional buffs there, but to be honest, I don't think they would have really done anything for us. All right, well, let's grab ourselves another set of potions. And then who knows, maybe, just maybe, we might be able to expand this place now? Like, can we? Can we do that? I mean, if I upgrade myself up to a Hellstone pickaxe, or Molten pickaxe, whatever you want to call it, maybe then we'll be able to do the things that I want to do. Unfortunately, though, we don't have any Hellstone bars left. We would have to head down to the Underworld and try to grab ourselves a bunch more Hellstone. But thankfully, that shouldn't be too difficult. He says, as actually he doesn't have access to obsidian skin potions because he doesn't have a potion ingredients greenhouse, nor any plants growing fire blossom. Yikes. All right. Let's go ahead and see if we can chop up some of the dungeon bricks with just our nightmare pickaxe. I hope so. Oh, sorry, Deathbringer pickaxe. Ah, yes, the nightmare pickaxe is the one that you get from the corruption, right? Ah, so annoying. We have to wait for the old man NPC to respawn back in before we're able to, you know, attempt Skeletron again. And who knows how long that is going to take. Yikes. Anyway, here we are. Let's see if we can do this. No. Okay, we have two choices. We can either just try to brute force Skeletron just in here, or we can attempt to lure him to the surface. I don't know. That would be a tall task. Or, how about this for a different idea? Maybe we could lure him to this arena over here. The big downside to that is the possibility of, you know, normal dudes spawning in, i.e. the Crimson dudes. And hey, check this out. It turns out there's actually doors just leading out to the normal caves. So what's stopping us from just digging out a tunnel and going to the far right of it and then just digging directly up to our Crimson Arena, which is far, far bigger and therefore better prepped? Could be an idea, my friends. Alrighty, folks, and here we are, Tunnel Dog leading from the Skeletron dungeon arena entrance thingy all the way up to my Crimson Arena. I just really hope that I actually can lure Skeletron up to the Crimson Arena. If I can, then we might actually have ourselves a decent shot at this. Not only that, but we do have ourselves a fully stocked and fully decked out arena up here, don't we? Complete with movement speed buffs. We've got health regen. The war table could definitely be a healthy addition, though. So let's go and get that placed down. And what else is missing? Oh, yeah, the gnome. You know what? We managed to grab ourselves one of those Hemopiranha things in the last episode as a result of us doing just a teeny tiny bit of test fishing in our Crimson fishing shack. So, Rage Potion. We've got a lot going on here. This time, we're not going to forget to put on the Red Potion, are we? No, we're not. Anyway, we've got ourselves a little bit of time before our next boss battle attempt of epicness. So how about we do a bit of a fishing quest here? Of course, it's going to be the fishing quest I can't do. I mean, there's nothing stopping us from doing ourselves a little bit of a fishing session down at the Crimson, right? Maybe we can grab ourselves a bunch of cool things. I mean, look at this. Increased fishing power. We've got sonar, so we can, you know, cherry pick the things that we catch. Yeah, we should be all right. So, 72 fishing power is the amount we have right now. If I was to move this chair to the center, we might be able to get ourselves a little bit of bonus fishing power. Yeah, look at that! Some of you folks were saying in the comments area that yes, chairs now work in terms of adding fishing power to it, as well as toilets. And actually, you guys are right in another way as well, in that chairs are better than toilets, because at least chairs don't go ahead and eat up your buffs. You know, your well-fed buff and convert it into poo. Brilliant. Okay, so let's go and put loadout number 2 on. Make sure we got our angler armor. So, oh yeah, right. Yes. Haha. That's the downside of having your informational accessories on your vanity slot, eh? Alright, well, let's go ahead and put that on there instead then. Right, 82 fishing power, that's 87. Put this slot on, and we should have over 100, right? Yeah, we do. 101. Oh, look at that! Starting off strong with some crates. Not a big fan of the stinkfish, it has to be said. Crimson tigerfish. Yep, I'll take that. Those are used in the creation of heart reach potions. So, when you think about it, there's actually 2 high-end buff potions you can get from the Crimson in terms of fishing. You can get rage potions and heart reach potions. 127 fishing power now. Come on, we should be getting some decent rates and decent catches now. Oh, wait, hang on a minute. I've just realized something. We should probably put the clock on our person as well here. There we are. Now I can see what time it is. So the time of day in the evening, where you get the highest amount of natural fishing power, is between 6 p.m. and 7:30 p.m. We've got 127 fishing power currently. I wonder how high it will go when it comes to 6 p.m. Nice! A golden crate. Followed by an iron crate. Eh? Followed by a golden crate again? That was quite the incredible streak of catches there, eh? Oh, and a crimson crate thrown in for good measure as well. Wow, we are really not doing too bad here, folks. I think I'll keep going until it actually does become nighttime. I don't think we're going to need the whole night in order to battle Skeletron. All right, 6 p.m. 165! Blimey! That's pretty decent. We don't even have like a full-on fishing loadout yet. There's still so many things to get. I won't lie, I am definitely getting nervous here, folks. I think this next one might just be my last catch. Okay, maybe we finish on an actual fish. Maybe not that. Come on. Let's have us up. Okay, do you know what? Screw it, I don't care. Right, let's get our loadout and various bits and bobs back on track here. Now we make our way down to the Skeletron place. Oh, man, I'm nervous. Okay, buffing up. We're going to make sure we've got all of our various dudes on. And run! Absolutely leg it. Oh, no. No, 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 no. No, I can't get through. I can't get through the tunnel. Ah, he's too fast. He's too fast. I can't get through. I can't get through. I'm completely trapped. Yeah. Come on, come on, come on. Sorry, I had to go super silent mode there. You guys understand. Right, already having to use ourselves a health potion. That doesn't usually bode well. That was a questionable journey right there. Anyways, here we are. Oh, wait, yeah, we've got to be careful of that. We use this just to maybe take down the arms or something. Although saying that, we do still seem to be doing maximized damage against their head. You got to love... You gotta love it, eh, my friends? You've got to love the Molten Fury. Seems to be the... Oh, no. Careful, 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 careful. Seems to be the only bow that still does maximized damage against Skeletron's head, even though he's still got hands. Oh, okay, right. Come on, Python. Come on. It's not impossible. Not impossible, buddy. Just don't. Just don't even shoot. Don't even shoot while he's doing his spinny head thing, because it's just not worth it, I don't think. Right, 12,000 health. Woo! Okay. Not a fan. Oh! Alright. Maybe we can use this time to get rid of the other arm. That would be pretty damn useful. Come on, the other arm's nearly done, and there we are. Present tense, it is done. Right. So, this guy shouldn't have any defense at all now, right? Is that correct? I don't actually know, to be honest with you. Anyway, right. 9. No, 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 no. Don't you dare. Oh, not okay there, buddy. Oh, interesting. Okay. So, spinning head phase. Ow! Spinning head phase, when he's got no arms, results in him actually being able to be hit. Okay. Very, very good. All right, here he comes again. Come on, buddy. Come on, buddy. Oh, yeah, look at that damage, though. Look at that never-ending damage. Come on, come on. Keep on top of those blooming caster dudes. You know, the mages. Woo! Okay. Can I get some health back? No, not just yet. Come on, come on. 2,000 health. I mean, to be fair, taking this guy down second time rolling, I don't think it's too bad, honestly. I don't think it's too bad, but we don't want to get ahead of ourselves. We could still get, like, 2 shot to death. With that said, though, he's dead. Woo! Ladies and gentlemen, the perks of having a large arena cannot be overstated enough. Honestly, I've been seeing this comment in the comments area quite a lot in that, yeah, most of Legendary mode is basically you having to make oversized arenas, and that is the way you take down the bosses in Legendary mode. And you know what? You're completely and totally right. So there we are. We have ourselves Skeletron taken down in Legendary mode, and it only took 2 tries. Yes, the journey from the dungeon entrance to here was definitely fraught with panic, shall we say. Just pure unadulterated panic. But the fact of the matter is this. We managed to take him down. Only on the 2nd try. And we still didn't use a red potion. That's kind of wild. And do you know what? Honestly, in a weird sort of way, I'm kind of glad that I didn't use the red potion. I feel like these might be better used on the bosses that I haven't tried to take down in Legendary mode just yet. Which is just about every single one after Queen Slime, isn't it? Whew! So then, yeah, there we are. Skeletron is down. Oh, yeah. Bones. Right. There's quite a lot of other things that we'll be able to make ourselves now, right? We can make ourselves necro armor. We can make ourselves fertilizer so we can grow trees. We can use the bones in the creation of, I believe, knockback potions as well, right? Yeah, Titan potions for knockback. Yeah. Your boy is feeling happy right now. Oh, hey, check it out. We're going to ourselves a blooming deathweed night. Yeah. Love to see it. All right, let's go grab these ones as well. All deathweed is good deathweed. It's used in the creation of high-end buff potions. So there, before we go too much further, I do believe it's time for a little bit of a crate unboxing. We've got ourselves a pretty healthy variety right here. Let's start off with the wood crates. Nice little generic resource top-up. Love to see it. Iron crates. All right, got ourselves some high-end bait amongst other things. Golden crates. Oh, yeah, that's a good amount of high-end bait right there. And finally, the crimson one. And it has an Undertaker pistol. I've just realized another big benefit to having taken down Skeletron and therefore gaining access to the dungeon. The mechanic. You know what that means, right? We can buy ourselves the mechanics rod for additional fishing power, but not only that, we can finally make usage of these heart statues. Yeah, add those to our arenas, and we can get ourselves some little regenerative hearts, giving us a whole bunch of health back. Do you know what? There's so much more things you can do as a result of taking down Skeletron than originally meets the eye, eh? Oh, I love it. Absolutely love it. Also, we can go for the shell phone if we really wanted to. Now that we can grab ourselves a tally counter from the dungeon. Dude, there really is a heck of a lot of things we could do now. Like, seriously. And void bags. We can make those now. Holy crap, there's so much stuff we can do. It's ridiculous. Right, vertebrae, bones, and we need jungle spores as well, don't we? I'm sure you guys know where I'm going with this. Wait, it's not vertebrae, is it? It's tissue samples. Yeah. Void bag, my friends. The void bag. That's what we're going to go for. Rupert the Clothier has arrived. How's it going, Rupert? What you got for me? Do we want to say goodbye to our fish costume and revert back to being ourselves? I mean, I won't lie, I kind of do. Is it the end of the Fish Chronicles? I mean, maybe in the sense of vanity, but certainly not in the way of, you know, us stopping fishing. Yeah, alright, let's grab ourselves this stuff. I want to look like myself again. So then, I think priority 1 is going to be the void bag. By getting ourselves the void bag, we'll have ourselves an entire another inventory's worth of space to then be able to loot the dungeon a little bit more effectively. So what that means for us is heading down to the dungeon and just farming a few skeleton dudes. I'm pretty sure 30 bones is the magic number. Or at least I hope it is, because if it isn't, and we have to grind a whole bunch more, then that's going to kind of suck. Oh, hello, a key. Ah, bugger. We used up all of the keys earlier in the series, didn't we? Okay. Not sure how I'm feeling about this quantity of these here cracked bricks. Oh, my word. This is a right nasty entrance into this place. We do, however, have ourselves the... Oh, my goodness me. We do have a... Jeez. I forgot how bad these guys are, the new ones. They, like, chuck things at you. They try to summon knowledge against you. They're trying to make you learn. Who wants to do that? Hey, ladies and gentlemen. Already, we've got ourselves the mechanic. All right, what have we got here? Hey, there it is. We're just going to buy it straight off the rip. Also, we're going to buy ourselves a timer and a couple of teleporters. That way, we can make a bit of a start on teleporting stuffs and whatnots. We're going to need ourselves a bunch of wires, though. Quite a vastly huge amount of wires. Wow, that really is a lot of wires. And then I'm also going to need myself... Ah, no! You turd! I was in the middle of purchasing things and bettering the economy! Oh, I was trying to purchase for myself some pressure plates. That way I could actually activate the bleeding freaking teleports. Ah, unbelievable behavior coming from these skeleton dudes right here. But anyways, no matter. We've got ourselves all the bones we need. All I need to do is go grab myself some more jungle spores. I really hope that they regenerate over time, because if not, then this might actually take a fair while. Wait, do jungle spores actually respawn in over time? I'm not really seeing much evidence to suggest that they do, is all. Hey, a nice little coin portal for you, boy. Hey, here we go, my friends. Oh, this is way more like it. There's a little node there, one to my left over here. Ah, we found ourselves a big new jungle cave to have some fun in. Is there anything else we might want to use jungle spores for? I must admit, I can't remember off the top of my head. But hey, while I'm here, I might as well, right? All right, 25 jungle spores. That is the amount we wound up with in the finish. Let's do just a little bit of quick stack. Then we're going to head on over to a crimson altar. Yeah, there we are. 30 bones, 30 tissue samples, or shadow scales. I think they also work. And 15 jungle spores. Boom. Very nice. Right, now then, for an episode end goal, what say we try to go for the almighty Knight's Edge? We have ourselves a Light's Bane, we have ourselves a Grass Blade, we have ourselves the Volcano. The Muramasa is the last piece of the puzzle. Alrighty, to wrap up the inventory management, I've actually repurposed one of my chests here to become a wiring and trap stuffs chest. And as much as the Chumcaster doesn't have as much fishing power compared to the Mechanic's Rod, which I've now favorited on my hotbar, I am going to keep this thing because, I mean, why wouldn't I? We have ourselves an increased chance to fish up enemies during a blood moon. That is going to be useful when it comes to hard mode and us trying to take down the Dread Nautilus. Question, can I make myself any of the informational combo accessories? Yes, I can. One of them, the Goblin Tech. The GPS, I think, is missing the compass. Can't remember where you get compasses from. Is it from bats? I think so. Alrighty, folks, time to head ourselves back to the dungeon. And I think what I'll do is I'll just keep going until I find the Muramasa. Only I've decided I want to really prioritize getting the Knight's Edge because it really is quite a formidable weapon, isn't it? So then, let's get ourselves down here. We're looking for golden keys. Ideally from dungeon slimes, because those guys are the easiest to get them from. Wait, hang on. There's a key right there. Oh my gosh. Alright, well, let's go see what's inside of the chest that was just up here then. Go on, Muramasa, first time going. Boom! Oh! Yeah! Hey, look at that! We got ourselves the Moonlord torso as well. I can't believe that. Luck was on our side for once. Let's grab ourselves out the Blade of Grass. There is the Light's Bane, and the other two swords, of course, we have on our person. Oh, man, I am so excited for this. Let's do this thing. Hey, look at that. There's a... Did you see that? That was a little skeleton cloud in the background. So then, there it is. The Knight's Edge is now in our possession. Doesn't have as high a base damage as our Volcano had, but it has other things going for it, of course, especially in the way of how it attacks. It's quite hard to top. How much to reforge this bad boy? 7 gold coins. Ah, yes, I kind of used all of my coins to buy a bunch of wires, huh? Okay, maybe we'll save this for another day, the reforging of this. For now, I want to finish my episode's objective, and that is to get myself a bewitching table and an alchemy table, and to shimmer the alchemy table as well. Random side note, I cannot be convinced that they did not increase the amount of traps that are inside of the dungeon as a result of this, being the legendary world seed. There's so many spikes. It's ridiculous. The good news, though, of course, is you can quite easily pick them up. So, yeah, all is well. What is that? Oh, there's an old shaking chest there. Sorry, buddy, but opening up regular chests takes precedence. Hello, Dungeon Slime. I'd very much like your key, please. If it's all the same to you, thank you very much. I appreciate it. Alrighty, my friends. Alchemy table has been located. Oh, do you know what? Sod it. I've got myself a little bit of a supply of keys. Let's go and start opening these bad boys. Aqua Scepter. Oh, take it. Get out of here, you stupid mage. I don't want you here. Alright, Crimson chest located. Got this slime dude again. We've got some guy who's trying to teach me new knowledge. I'm not having it. And, yeah, I mean, yeah, just the typical dungeon carnage happening right now. Dark forebodings. Painting I seem to be picking up from some of these skeleton dudes. Something else to add to our little gallery then, isn't it? Alright, what have we got in here? Hey, Cobalt Shield. I was looking for that bad boy. Well, I mean, these guys just won't let up. Come on, man. Give me a break. I'm trying to explore. Well, at least we're getting ourselves a supply of banners, though. That's going to make farming these guys in hard mode a whole heck of a lot easier. Hey, very good. Another chest, and this one has a blue moon. Tally counter. Nice. That's our 9th informational accessory. We need only 3 more. Unfortunately, 2 of them are gotten from fishing, though. So, yeah. It still might be a little bit of time yet before we actually get ourselves the PDA. Maybe I should have bought with me a danger sense potion. Then I'd be able to locate all these cracked brick secret alleys with absolute ease. They're bleeding everywhere. I feel like I should ditch me being a YouTuber and just become a demolitionist in this game. The amount of bricks I'm cracking to try and gain access to places, ouch, is kind of nuts. Have you ever seen so many spikes in a dungeon? There's literally not a safe space I can land. I mean, okay, maybe not. There's a tiny little ledge here that I can land. This gold chest is actually upon some spikes, so there we are. Great risk, great reward. If that isn't a case of that, I don't know what is. But in terms of trying to make my way over this way a little bit. Oh, no, there's a bomb there. Oh, you son of a gun. They really have made exploring dungeons in Legendary mode quite the difficult ordeal, huh? Oh, yeah. Getting gold keys galore now, my friends. Amazing. How many are we at now? 3. Okay, good. And that, my little mage friend, is why you don't camp. A bone wand has just been obtained. Can't remember the last time I built anything with bone in this game. So, yeah, that could be a nice little thing to try and experiment with at some point, right? And ladies and gentlemen, finally, we have ourselves the bewitching table in our possession. Oh, come on, man. Python, maybe you should do yourself a favor and look at the amount of health you have every now and again. Ah, well, at the end of the day, we got what we were looking for. Alchemy table in our possession. In our void bag, we have ourselves, where are they? Bewitching table, 2 of them. Lovely. Right, and now, to really finish off today's episode, we are going to get for ourselves a little bit of a thing here. So, alchemy table, chuck that in there, and we should get ourselves the alchemy flask, or whatever it's called, and that will grant us the ability not only to make ourselves a higher amount of buff potions, but also you right click on it, it will make your buffs last longer. So, it means we can fish for longer. Sweet! Operation Fish continues to go from strength to strength. Oh, wait, I managed to pick up a Nazar? Bro, literally, I don't even remember picking this up. Oh, I love it when that happens. So actually, when it comes down to it, we got just about everything we needed from the dungeon. We got ourselves Bewitching Table, Alchemy Table, Massa, Cobalt Shield, Nazar. We got ourselves the Tally Counter. Yeah, not bad, not bad. We haven't explored all of the dungeon, but certainly a good amount of it. I think what we'll do is we'll explore the rest in another episode. What I want to do is wrap up today's episode by just clearing out my inventory and then doing the comment of the day. Random side note, we were on about wanting to grab ourselves some pressure plates from the mechanic. We no longer need to. Great pressure plates we've been picking up from the dungeon traps. Signals when stepped on by a player. Hopefully that's only by a player. Oh, blimey. Turns out I picked up a Clothier voodoo doll without even noticing as well. Ah, absolutely brilliant. All right, how about some more accessory combinations? The Obsidian Shield can now be made, and the REK3000 can now be made as well. We are not doing too bad accessories-wise. Oh, and we've also got ourselves the Guide to Peaceful Coexistence. I've had these two books sat in my accessories chest for the longest time, and I never did anything with them. But now, we have, finally. And here we are. Finally, my friends, a nicely cleaned out and organized inventory, including cleaning out the social slots as well. Beautiful. All right, on that awesome note, it's time to wrap things up with the comment of the day. And for today, it comes from Fletch, who says in 1.4.5, you can now, using Orichalcum and Mithril Bars, upgrade the fishing armor into the captain armor and mining armor into the prospector armor. The only upgrade is defense, but it's worth it in my opinion. Abso-freaking-lutely. That sounds amazing. I can't wait to get those for the first time. I never made them in my Summoner playthrough, did I? My Master Summoner playthrough. Dude, I'm looking forward to that. I really am, actually. To finally have hard mode versions of those armor sets, fishing and mining, is a brilliant addition to this game. So, yeah, very, very good. Thank you for turning my attention to that. And a huge thank you also to all of you folks for watching today's episode. If you've enjoyed today's episode, do be sure to drop a like. I'd very much appreciate it. And of course, make sure you subscribe so you don't miss out on my future content. For now, though, have a great rest of your day.